School. Everybody hates it. Boring, redundant, and it just sucks. But why is that? Why does the school have to try so hard to appeal to the students? Well, that's an easy question. Because it does suck. But why? For the longest time, school has been a straightforward classroom full of kids and one teacher. It's efficient, it's easy, and it's moderately cheap, but it isn't very effective. Back in 2009, President Obama went,
"My fellow Americans, Common Core."
And so Common Core was created. Its goal was to make sure every student understood a set amount of standards in English and mathematics by each grade, while following a predetermined method and subjects to teach. I mean, that sounds pretty decent, right? According to Columbia EDU, in the 2017 to 2018 school year, more than 13,000 students failed the Algebra Regents exam than the previous year, failure rate rising from 25 to 30%. 12,000 more students failing the ELA or reading exams, the failure rate rising from 16 to 21%. Other articles saying how in 2011, 1.5 million college graduates under 25 are out of jobs, and 6 times as many graduates are working in retail.
Oh my god!
One of the reasons Common Core did start out was out of fear America was falling behind academically in comparison to other countries with reading and math.
There were 2 main reasons why the initiative received so much support in its early years. The first was fear that America was lagging behind other countries in academic performance. In 2009, the US showed middling performance in reading and science and scored below average in mathematics, compared to the average score among OECD countries.
Did we raise standards? Yes, we did. Did we raise expectations on assessments? Yes, we did. Have we improved student performance? No.
Well, it turns out, in doing so, we didn't improve at all. It only looks like we did because other countries were falling behind. Which kinda makes sense because school is notoriously hated by pretty much every student that walks into it. I'm sure you can agree. I know you guys never liked being in school. Except for you nerds. Yeah, you nerds. The nerds that liked school. Ew, who likes school? You nerds, teachers' pets, nerds. But anyway, you know one good way to help your student learn? Drugging them. What's with this thing of giving children medications to help them calm down and focus at school? These are children. They're active and hyper by nature. You don't see a baby chimpanzee casually sitting on a branch with his legs crossed and hands folded. No, they're screaming and throwing themselves across the forest because that's how they were designed. Well, yes, there is recess, PE, and whatnot, but that's like 30 minutes of 7 hours. And what happens whenever you graduate elementary school? You go into middle school, goodbye recess! Back when I was in elementary, middle school, and all that, I had recess once a day and PE once every week. Recess being around 30 minutes and PE like at maximum an hour. According to the Washington Post, decades ago, daily PE was standard. Today, there's only 4% of elementary schools, 7% of middle schools, and 2% of high schools that have daily PE. 22% of them don't have PE at all! Like, where did it all go? According to US News, it's a pretty powerful weapon against childhood obesity. I don't think I needed to cite that. That seems pretty self-explanatory. The article then goes on to talk about how after recess, students performed better, were more attentive, and had better behavior. The very things they're trying to get Adderall to fix. And this isn't just the US News saying this. The National Library of Medicine, WGU, and even the CDC says daily childhood exercise is important for focusing and all that. But enough about exercising. Why do I have to memorize a bunch of outdated garbage from a 1,500-page textbook, then regurgitate it back out on test day? Like, I have no idea how to file my taxes, purchase real estate, or even drive a car. I mean, I can drive, but that's besides the point. Even then, the school didn't teach me that, my parents did. Like, who cares what a hypotenuse is? I'm not an engineering major. Seriously, if someone wants to go into firefighting, are they just gonna stop and sit outside of a burning building thinking, negative b plus or minus the square root of b squared in parentheses minus 4ac all over 2a. No, they're not! They're gonna go in and actually save the people in danger using the fancy techniques and maneuvers that they were taught. Not a single one of them are gonna use calculus or algebra. Maybe someone who wants to go into that field that requires that stuff, sure, but most people don't. Like, it's just a waste of time. We're just adding filler stuff to it. Yeah, there's people who don't know what they want to do, but why are we shoving stuff in their face that we know that they don't want to do, rather than asking and exploring what stuff that they might be good at, or they don't even know that they're good at? They could be like Einstein level of stuff in a field that they had no idea even existed. But the school is so hell-bent on giving us math, algebra, English, all this the same kind of stuff. Don't get me wrong, like English, you learn how to speak and write stuff. Some of the stuff history. Learn your history so you don't repeat it. Yeah, some of it's decent. Yeah, learn the history of Common Core and how it was such garbage so you don't pass it on to the next generation. And then they have the audacity to start school at 8 in the friggin' morning. That's when most people are waking up. To a teenager that has a shifted circadian rhythm in comparison to all the adults that they're around, that's not gonna work that well. They're gonna be tired. They're gonna want sleep. They're gonna want to be human. They're gonna be driving to school all tired and stuff, and they're probably gonna cause a wreck because they're sitting there, oh, I can't see what. No, they have to get to class and do the things. The school system sucks. Why do they have to give it to us? Why?
Visitors from heaven, what do you like?
A new school system that's designed to effectively teach my children valuable life skills and prepare them for the real world.
No.